Convocation.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे कागे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे ஈராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிகு திரக்கணமும் மறுசிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Tamil Nadu Dr. Jayalalitha Fisheries University to deliver the welcome address and present the annual report of the university.
Good morning, everybody. Most respected and revered Chancellor of the University and Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Sri R. N. Raviji. Respected Pro-Chancellor of the University and Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Fishermen Welfare and Animal Husbandry, Government of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Anita R. Radhakrishnan Avargale. Respected Chief Guest at this convocation, Padma Shri Dr. S. Ayyappan, Chancellor, Central Agriculture University, Imphal, Nagapattinam District Collector, Police Chief, members of Legislative Assembly and Parliament, esteemed members of the Board of Management, Academic Council and other authorities of the University, University officers, learned faculty, distinguished invitees, fellow fisheries professionals, invited guests, dear students, young graduates, awaiting for conferment of degrees, their parents and guardians, media personnel, ladies and gentlemen. I am glad to welcome you all for the 7th convocation of Tamil Nadu Dr. J. Jayalalitha Fisheries University, Nagapattinam. We are extremely fortunate to have an able administrator par excellence as the Chancellor of this university. His Excellency's scholarly advice and uninhibited support are the key motivating factors for us to move ahead in ensuring quality education, outstanding research and practical outreach programs to serve the people of this state. Your Excellency, we feel greatly honored by your esteemed presence at this convocation. I am immensely pleased to extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. The Pro-Chancellor and Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Fishermen Welfare and Animal Husbandry, Government of Tamil Nadu is instrumental in all our initiatives and activities of the successful functioning of this university. He has been a source of constant strength and encouragement in our endeavors. I am extremely glad to welcome the Honorable Minister and Pro-Chancellor of the University for this convocation. It's my pleasure to welcome Padma Shri Dr. S. Ayyappan, Chancellor, Central Agriculture University, Imphal, who is the chief guest of this convocation. Professor S. Ayyappan, with a master's degree in fisheries, which we are all very proud about, and PhD in aquatic microbiology, was the Secretary of DARE and DG, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, New Delhi, President, National Academy of Agricultural Sciences, New Delhi, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Chair on Technology Foresighting and Policy Planning, New Delhi. He had been the DDG Fisheries ICAR, New Delhi, Founder, Chief Executive, National Fisheries Development Board, Hyderabad, Vice Chancellor and Director, Central Institute of Fisheries Education, Mumbai, Director, Central Institute of Freshwater Aquaculture, Bhubaneswar. Professor S. Ayyappan, a fellow of NAS and NASI, has been conferred with DSc by 15 universities and is a recipient of over 30 national awards. On top of all, he has been honored with the most coveted Padma Shri by the Government of India in 2021. His achievements have also received international acclaim, and Professor S. Ayyappan has been invited as chairman or member on the boards of international institutions and organizations. We are truly honored to have this noble personality with us today. I am delighted to welcome the Principal Secretary of the Government, Animal Husbandry, Dairying and Fisheries and Fishermen Welfare Department, who has been supportive and the force behind the propulsion of all the activities at the university. I welcome you, sir. I heartily welcome the members of the Board of Management, Academic Council, and other authorities of the university, including our Commissioner of Fisheries, who have been extending unconditional and wholehearted support towards the progress of this young university. This is a unique occasion in the life of the graduates and their parents and guardians. We share our joy and happiness, and I welcome you all to this convocation. I also extend a hearty welcome to the District Collector and Superintendent of Police, Nagapattinam, other police and revenue officials, and university officers, teaching faculty, non-teaching staff, postgraduate and undergraduate students, who have extended their dedicated service and commitment and take this university to newer heights year after year. I welcome all the invited guests, fisheries professionals, fish farmers and media personals who have responded to our invitation. I take this opportunity to briefly report the notable accomplishments of the university during the 2 years after the last convocation. As far as the profile of the university, the Tamil Nadu government has a vision that fisheries must grow as one of the important sectors of agriculture for the benefit of the farmers and fishers of the state, and established the Tamil Nadu Fisheries University in June 2012. The Tamil Nadu Fisheries University has been renamed as Tamil Nadu Dr. J. Jayalalitha Fisheries University in the year 2018. To achieve the Millennium Development Goals, the government of Tamil Nadu has taken countless initiatives to enhance the livelihood of fishers by implementing various schemes and by developing the aquaculture sector as another revolution in the state, for which we remain thankful. Today, Tamil Nadu Dr. J. Jayalalitha University has been well recognized in fisheries education both at the national and international levels. Apart from the accreditation from the ICAR, this university is having 12B status of the UGC. The BTech Fisheries Engineering program offered at TNJFU is also approved by the All India Council of Technical Education. The university at present has 4 faculties: Fisheries Science, Basic Sciences, Fisheries Engineering, and Food Science and Nutrition. It has 3 Fisheries Colleges and Research Institute, 1 College of Fisheries Engineering, and 1 Institute of Fisheries Postgraduate Studies, Institute of Fisheries Biotechnology, and Fisheries Business School. College of Fisheries Nutrition and Fish Nutrition and Food Technology, and Paraprofessional Institutes of Industrial Fish Processing Technology, Industrial Aquaculture, and Industrial Fishing Technology. The TNJFU has 5 technical directorates that are Directorate of Research, Directorate of Extension Education, Directorate of Sustainable Aquaculture, Directorate of Incubation and Vocational Training in Aquaculture, Directorate of Incubation and Vocational Training in Fisheries. The university has 5 referral laboratories for serving the fish farming sector and fish processing industries. TNJFU Referral Laboratory for Fish Quality Monitoring and Certification, functioning at Thuthukudi, has been accredited with the NABL. Apart from that, the university has a Krishi Vignan Kendra at Sikkal in Nagapattinam district. Education. The university has a total strength of 132 faculty members and 1,440 students as of now. Overall, the university has a teacher-student ratio of 1:11, which is a very good figure as far as the national standards are concerned. The students of our university have been consistently securing high ranks in the Indian Council of Agricultural Research All India Entrance Examination for Postgraduate Studies. Last year, there were 36 students who made it through and joined masters in other institutions. The university has won the first position in the PG Scholarship Award under the category Veterinary and Fisheries Science from the ICR during the year 2021. Master degree programs in fisheries sciences are offered in 13 disciplines, and PhD degree programs in fisheries science are offered in 12 disciplines. Besides MBA in Fisheries Enterprise Management, PhD in Life Sciences, MTech in Aquaculture Engineering and Fish Processing Engineering, and in addition to these, 2 postgraduate diploma programs in aquaculture will be offered from the current year onwards from this university. At this convocation, 366 graduates are to be awarded their degrees in person, which include 230 BFSC graduates, 41 BTech graduates, BTech Fisheries Engineering graduates, 21 BTech Biotechnology graduates, 22 BWOC Industrial Fish Processing Technology graduates, 6 MTech, 30 MFSC, and 4 MBA and 12 PhD graduates. In addition, 48 persons will receive their degrees in absentia. Research. The university has a strong research background supervised by its research directorate. Our faculty, staff and students have been undertaking exclusive research in areas of advanced aquaculture systems, biofloc technology, pathology, quality assurance, cryopreservation, marine bioactive compounds, fish endocrinology, fish feed technology, value-added aquatic food products development, etc. The university has operated 52 research projects to a value of 22.75 crores of rupees. This included 29 externally funded and 23 university-funded projects. These resulted in 145 research publications in highly rated research journals in the past 2 years. In addition to the research publications, 134 technical articles and 14 technology was released during the past 2 years. 4 patents have also been made during this period. The university has 5 incubation facilities located at our institutions and directorates to promote entrepreneurship and startups in fisheries enterprises. 18 MOU have been signed during 2020-22 with many key industrial establishments and government organizations like NCDC. The university has organized several workshops and conferences online due to COVID-19 pandemic during this reporting period. The EDII Marine Products Business Incubation Forum of the Fisheries College and Research Institute Thuthukudi organized several webinars for promoting innovation and startup culture in Marine Products Business Center. The university hosted the prestigious 12th Indian Fisheries and Aquaculture Forum, a triennial event of the AFSIB from 5th to 7th May 2022 in Chennai, which was inaugurated by the Honorable Governor Chancellor and the Union and State Ministers for Fisheries. This event witnessed visiting of around 1,000 scientists and 300 farmers from all over the country. The constituent units of the university have conducted several outreach programs to create awareness among the farmers on the latest developments in the field of fisheries science. During the reporting period, a total of about 275 on-campus and 189 off-campus training programs were organized, benefiting about 17,649 farmers and fisherfolk. A monthly TNJFU newsletter is released, and a quarterly magazine, Meen Vada Chuda, in Tamil is published and circulated widely. The university marches ahead with the vision of harnessing the science of fisheries for food, nutrition and livelihood. To achieve this, mission and mandates have been earmarked with timelines, while striving to get national and international acclaim by carrying out research in frontier areas. The university is also constantly taking measures to improve the quality of education imparted and make our outreach programs effective and purposeful. Despite its size and age, this university is working towards improving its rank among the agricultural universities through quality education and research outputs. In conclusion, I wish to re-emphasize that we work towards achieving the goal outlined by the government of Tamil Nadu for improving the living conditions of poor and downtrodden in our society. We commit ourselves focused towards this in a holistic manner and to producing professionally competent and socially responsible fisheries graduates to serve the sector and the community. My hearty congratulations to all the graduates going to be conferred with the degrees, and I wish them all a highly successful career and happiness. Thank you all.
This convocation of the Tamil Nadu Dr. J. Jayalalitha Fisheries University has been called on to confer the degrees of fisheries science, fisheries engineering and basic sciences upon candidates who in the examinations recently held for the purpose have been certified to be worthy of the same. I invite the Chief Guest, Padma Shri Dr. S. Ayyappan, Chancellor, Central Agricultural University in Far Manipur, to deliver the convocation address.
Thank you, Honorable Governor, sir. Good morning, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu and Chancellor of the Tamil Nadu, Dr. J. Jayalalitha Fisheries University, Shri N.V.Sujathkumar, Honorable Minister of Fisheries, Fishermen Welfare and Animal Husbandry Government of Tamil Nadu, and Pro-Chancellor of TNJFU, Thiru Anita R. Radhakrishnan, esteemed Vice Chancellor of TNJFU, Dr. N.V.Sujathkumar, very esteemed Principal Secretary, Animal Husbandry, Dairying and Fisheries, Government of Tamil Nadu, Thiru A. Karthik, esteemed Commissioner of Fisheries, Government of Tamil Nadu, Thiru K.S. Palanichami, the District Collector and Police Chief of Nagapattinam District, the Registrar of the University, Dr. A. Srinivasan, respected members of the Board of Management, Academic Council and other councils, senior officials and the learned faculty, the students, the graduates receiving the degrees this morning, parents, the guests, media, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, greetings on this occasion of the 7th convocation of the Tamil Nadu Dr. J. Jayalalitha Fisheries University. At the outset, I would like to thank the Honorable Governor and Chancellor of this university, Thiru Sri Ravi Ji, for giving me this opportunity, sir, that I could be amidst this gathering this morning. Also to the Government of Tamil Nadu and the Vice Chancellor, Dr. N.V.Sujathkumar. Convocation, as all of us know, is a very special day, a festive occasion, a memory in the lives of the graduates and the university. So, and that's how we are here, but then it's a special occasion once again. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, coinciding with this, only 4 days back, we completed 75 years of Indian independence. And when 1999 became 2000, we were all called Millennium Boys and girls. But now here in this audience, we have centenary boys and girls, centenary graduates, because here graduates receiving degrees today, you will see the centenary of Indian independence, 2047. So in that context, you are all very special, children, very special students, very special graduates. On that count again, once again, congratulations to each one of you. The TNJFU, the youngest fisheries university in the country, as was mentioned, a decade old, but with a legacy of about 4 decades plus, has made very significant strides, as the distinguished Vice Chancellor just reported, in many ways, in many areas. And just to recall a few, sir, there is a beautiful campus in the town of Tamil Nadu, a vibrant ambience amidst the fishing hamlets. And this is where I belong to. I am basically a fisherman. and I'm at home on this occasion with 7th convocation of the TNJFU, and that's where I believe all the fisher children and the public representatives, all of you have come from. And this university has already given 1,000 graduates to the fish basket of this country, and specific contributions in MCS, deep sea fishing, fish landing, handling and post-harvest management, coastal aquaculture, quality seed production for diversification, disease diagnostics and fish health management, NABL accredited referral laboratory, very special for fish monitoring and quality, food certification, innovative courses in many areas, and as was mentioned, 4 colleges, 5 directorates, 2 schools, 7 research centers, 1 KVK, I can go on. And what we require today is, in the university system, eminence, excellence and relevance. And fortunately, this university in a decade of its existence has already proved all those, and with this proud legacy and exemplary performance on all these, I'd like to compliment the entire family of the TNJFU, the faculty, staff and the students led by the Vice Chancellor, Professor G. Sukumar, and congratulations to the degree recipients as well as students. Students, at this stage and the graduates, are you proud that you belong to TNJFU? Are you proud that you belong to Fisheries Fraternity? No, a little louder, because the message should go to Chennai. The Honorable Governor is Chancellor for all the universities in Tamil Nadu. So when it comes to fisheries, there is a special flavor, because it adds that much of food to the fish food basket of this country. Sir, in 1950 we were only 35 crore people. Today we are 137 crore, 100 crores added. But you are seeing the kind of revolutions that have happened, whether it's in food grains, green revolution. It's about 310 million tons of food grain, fruits and vegetables, another 340 million tons, milk 210, fish 14 million tons, I can go on, eggs, meat and so on. But the point is 940 million tons of food being produced today, because press always reports the food grains but not the entire food spectrum. And because of 940 million tons, we are happy, we are self-reliant, we are food exporting, and the COVID-19 pandemic, fortunately, we hope it has passed by, and the 2 sectors that worked relentlessly were health and food. And we are proud that we belong to that group of people, that domain of food production in this country. I'm sure that's why, as the graduates, are you proud to be in the fisheries fraternity, which produces that kind of quality protein. At this time, friends, we have several challenges too. We are in the domain, we are in the context of the Sustainable Development Goals 2030, only 7 to 8 years to go by. The global uncertainties that I would not name now, we are all aware of. The climate change, the natural resource degradation, rural to urban migration, hunger and malnutrition, all those still prevalent. And at this time, we require a big paradigm shift from the starch to protein food, more from less for more, smart farming, and for doubling farmers' income that we always have been talking of for the last about 8 years. It's possible only through integrated farming, synergy between terrestrial and aquatic food production systems. And that's where we are talking of secondary agriculture. Sir, to be very brief, globally we produce about 160 million tons of fish, of which India can proudly claim that we produce almost nearly 10% of the fish of the world. And then here we also have an export of something like 58,000 crore rupees, an average growth rate of 7%, and we don't see that in other farming segments. So we are crossing 20 million tons of fish very soon. Very major initiatives of the government in the recent past are with regard to the exclusive Ministry of Fisheries, National Fisheries Development Board, Blue Revolution, Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. I can go on those. And that's why I'm mentioning this generation of graduates have ample opportunities in through all these programs. Tamil Nadu is a very complete fishery state. We have a coastline more than 1,000 kilometers, reservoirs more than 60,000 hectares, rivers, canals more than 7,000 kilometers, the ponds and tanks more than 2.5 lakh hectares, and brackish water, coastal aquaculture. That's why I said all around you will see shrimp farming. When you travel from Palankanai to Nagapattinam, you must have seen that kind of a blue revolution happening around you, in front of your eyes. And this is where we are also happy that the government of Tamil Nadu has this ministry, this Department of Fishermen's Welfare, along with fisheries. That's a very happy thing to know that, because we want more fish, at the same time fishermen welfare. So why we are mentioning all this is, today fish for food, fish for livelihoods, fish for trade, fish for exports, fish for earnings. Today fish is money. 1 acre of shrimp farm brings nothing less than 8 lakh rupees, and that's why people are seeing gold in fish. And here, once again, the number of things happening in Tamil Nadu with regard to extensive, semi-intensive, intensive, integrated farming, hydroponics, cage farming, recirculate aquaculture systems, ornamental fisheries, sport fisheries, including cold water fisheries. A small segment is available in Tamil Nadu. That's why I said it's a complete fisheries state. And then also the aqua tourism, and all these things are very, very, kind of enabling mechanisms and happy, opportunities for our young graduates. Not taking more time, I'd like to say there are several new things that are happening, new sciences and emerging technologies, innovations. That's where we keep talking of innovations. Could be done by anybody. It could be a farmer in his fishing hamlet, it could be a fish trader, it could be the processing unit. So now new technologies of IoT, blockchain, sensors, robots, and the drones are all getting into the aquaculture and fisheries, and new dimensions of nutraceuticals, health foods and wellness on the health side. And in the background of pandemic COVID-19, everybody did appreciate this food production segment. Now, another new thing that's happening is the startups. 75,000 startups already in the country. 10% of them are agri startups. A few of them are also fisheries startups. Now, to cater to all these requirements, we have about 30 fisheries colleges in the country, 30 universities, every year about 1,000 graduates and 500 postgraduates coming out. Today I am very happy to note that more than 400 graduates are receiving their degrees and the awards from the hands of the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu and Chancellor of this university. That is a great addition to the human resource of the state and the country. I always celebrate convocations because that brings in new blood, youth and energy into our endeavors. Now at the same time we have challenges I already mentioned. So a few things are, one thing that I would like to mention often is, when it comes to the number of researchers in this country, research intensity, we are only 255 per million population. That means if we add up all the number, we are not more than 5 lakh researchers in all areas of science and technology, aerospace to atomic science to agriculture and so on, where the global research intensity is at least 10 times more. And that's where we need to invest more in research, in technology, in innovation. And today the capacity of the graduates is knowledge that you gain from this university, institutions like this, and the skill that you have been imparted with. So we would like to see that you utilize all these to the good of the society, and we would like to, and in the presence of the Honorable Governor and the Honorable Minister, that we are ready to face the challenges, take the burden, go to the fishing hamlets, go to fishing villages, go to the deep seas. We will do all that. Are you ready? Very feeble. The Governor sir should carry a message that here is one university, here is a segment of graduates who are ready to face any challenge in the future and take this country to 2047 centenary year with that kind of science-backed society, technology-led economy. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Loudly.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Lastly, Swami Vivekananda said, they only live who live for others. Rest are more dead than alive. We would like to be alive, we would like to contribute. So I would request our graduates today on this occasion to take this pledge that I will do my best. I will give my best to this society which has given me so much. Friends, you are so fortunate. You are sitting in this beautiful auditorium. I believe this is the first function in this auditorium today, blessed by the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu. And on this occasion, remembering all those millions of people in this country who are struggling hard, to say that I will do my best and the best will come to you. God bless you. Thank you very much.
The Pro-Chancellor Thiru Anita R. Radhakrishnan, Minister for Fisheries, Fishermen Welfare and Animal Husbandry, Government of Tamil Nadu, to declare the institution of new endowments for academic achievements.
மாண்புமிகு ஆளுநர் அவர்களே, கல்வியில் சிறந்து விளங்கும் மாணவர்களை ஊக்குவிக்கும் பொருட்டு தற்போது 70 விருதுகள் இப்பல்கலைக்கழகத்தில் வழங்கப்பட்டு வருகிறது. அத்துடன் கூடுதலாக 5 புதிய விருதுகள் இக்கல்வியாண்டில் ஏற்படுத்தப்பட உள்ளது. இதனை இன்று அறிவிப்பதில் பெரும் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். ஒன்று, வணிக நிர்வாகிகள் முதுநிலை பட்டப்படிப்புகள் மீன்வள வணிக மேலாண்மை பிரிவில் பல்கலைக்கழக அளவில் முதல் மதிப்பெண் பெறும் மாணவருக்கு ஒரு விருது வழங்கப்படும். இதற்காக பல்கலைக்கழகத்தின் சார்பில் 1 லட்சம் ரூபாய் வைப்பு நிதி ஏற்படுத்தப்பட்டுள்ளது. 2, தொழில்நுட்ப முதுநிலை பட்டப்படிப்பில் மீன்வள பொறியியல் பிரிவில் பல்கலைக்கழக அளவில் முதல் மதிப்பெண் பெறும் மாணவருக்கு ஒரு விருது வழங்கப்படும். இதற்காக பல்கலைக்கழகத்தின் சார்பில் 1 லட்சம் வைப்பு நிதி ஏற்படுத்தப்பட்டுள்ளது. 3, தொழிற்கல்வி இளநிலை பட்டப்படிப்பில் தொழில் சார்ந்த மீன்பதன நுட்பியல் பிரிவில் பல்கலைக்கழக அளவில் முதல் மதிப்பெண் பெறும் மாணவருக்கு ஒரு விருது வழங்கப்படும். இதற்காக பல்கலைக்கழகத்தின் சார்பில் 1 லட்சம் நிதி வைப்பு நிதியாக ஏற்படுத்தப்பட்டுள்ளது. 4, மீன்வள அறிவியல் இளநிலை பட்டப்படிப்பில் மீன்வள உயிரின மற்றும் ஆதார மேலாண்மை பாடத்தின் முதல் மதிப்பெண் பெறும் மாணவருக்கு மீன்வள உதவியாளர் என்ற இந்த விருது வழங்கப்படும். இதற்காக மீன்வள ஆதார மேலாண்மை துறையில் பயின்ற மாணவர்கள் மற்றும் பணிபுரியும் பேராசிரியர்கள் சார்பில் 1,01,000 வைப்பு நிதி ஏற்படுத்தப்பட்டுள்ளது. 5, மீன்வள அறிவியல் முதுநிலை பட்டப்படிப்பில் மீன் பதன நுட்பியல் பிரிவில் அதிகமான ஒட்டுமொத்த சராசரி தர புள்ளி பெறும் மாணவருக்கு ஒரு விருது வழங்கப்படும். இந்த விருதானது நிலா குரூப்ஸ் ஆஃப் கம்பெனி தூத்துக்குடி சார்பில் இதன் நிறுவனர் திரு டி. சந்திரன் பெயரில் 1 லட்சம் ரூபாய் வைப்பு நிதியாக வைக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. இன்றைக்கு மீன்வளத்துறையிலே பட்டப்படிப்பிலே படித்து பல்வேறு பட்டங்களை வாங்க இருக்கின்ற அத்தனை பேருக்கும் எங்களுடைய தமிழகத்துடைய முதலமைச்சர் மரியாதைக்குரிய அண்ணன் தளபதி மு.க. ஸ்டாலின் சார்பாக உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் என்னுடைய மனமார்ந்த வாழ்த்துக்கள். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Let the candidates be now presented.
Who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of this university. Ganesan P. On T.
Hello, self-put.
Shalini R. Uma Maheshwari T. Kavi Arasu D. H. Muthu M. Juliet Selvarani A. Deepika A. Elilarasi V. Prabhu E. Pavan Kumar Sharma. Mr. Chancellor, I present unto you 30 candidates from the Faculty of Fisheries Sciences who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degree of Master of Fisheries Science in this university. Deepak P. Evangeline Paripurna D. Akalash. Ayyappan T. Jacqueline Vino. Gaidani Smith Subhasra. Ilominar P. Subhash P. Kishore Kumar M. Bhubalan S. Josna M. Vijay G. Manimuli N. Kavinesan K. ICM Saju. Pon Srinivasan A. Satish Kumar G. Modi Kiran. Sonali Smita Mahapatra. Narsingh Kashyap. Jaishwar Rahul Ramsi. Mr. Chancellor, I present unto you 4 candidates from the Faculty of Basic Sciences who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degree of Master of Business Administration of this university. Maliswari K. Muthukumar S. Shiny M. Mr. Chancellor, I present unto you 6 candidates from the Faculty of Fisheries Engineering who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degree of Master of Technology of this university. Dharanistri R.S. Pradeep R. Harini R. Ragasudha R. Vinodini Was M. Mr. Chancellor, I present unto you 230 candidates from the Faculty of Fisheries Science who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degree of Bachelor of Fisheries Science of the University. Kadiresan A. Ganesh Kumar T. Gautam S. Jefferson Solomon J. Kamali A. Kanishkar R. Madhumita R. Manjunathan M. Midun Kumar S. Nahanandini V. Nandini S.R. Nisha V. Niveta R. Ponmani M. Prasanna U. Ramadevi K. Sangeeta U. Selva Puja Devi K. Shamli W. Shivakumar M. Soumya C. Sri Balaji R.S. Subaidatul Hasana M. Kamarik Selvi M.J. Tanga Anushya S. Thirunavukarasu S. Thiruvasanam T. Vadudurai Rajashekar R. Vanadi V. Vasantakumaran K. Vimal Kumar G. Vimalesh D. Reena PG. Aparna R. Akash S. Amrita Kayalvili A. Anthony Hennington P. Anbu Shankari P. Anumol A.R. Arun Kumar P. Bhaskardin Vanika S.A. Dalini D. Devaraj R. Darshini I. Dharmesh A. Femina A. Harini G. Jayaprada T. Kalishwaran B. Kanimoli K. Karthik Raja S. Kavita M. Krishnaveni S. Lakshmi S. Lokesh S. Mahalakshmi K. Manish G. Manikandan P. Muttumariyappan A. Nagakalpida C. Nancy Delphia S. Nitishwara B. Nivedan P. Robert M. Rupini C. Sanofreshina B. Satish Kumar C. Selvarani B. Shweta Tony A. Tamil Maran M. Vagisha V.S. Vanishwari P. Vishal M. Vishnu Ram M. Yamini A. John Krupavaran J. Vijayaraghavan C. Agila MS. Ajit Balaji M. Ajit Kumar D. Arun Ravant D. Balaji R. Balamanigandan V, Darshini MP, Dinesh R, Delhi Babu S, Dinesh Kumar E, Dona P, Edwin A, Ilachinamadi S, Gayatri Devi M, Geeta M, Jnanaprakash J, Gokul S, Gokul Prasant M, Gururaj M, Ilamati R,
Vimal.
Jayasuriya A, Kirtivarman GS, Kritika SS, Lavanya G, Maniselvam J, Madhiveni M, Mohammed Dapras, Monish Kumar A,
Party.
Mukesh Kannan M, Nishant B, Parthasarthi PK, Prabhavati K, Prem Kumar R, Priyanka A, Rahul R, Rakesh B, Ramji B, Ramya V, Vishwana B, Sandhya V, Sanjay T, Sri Lekha MP, Sobia M, Suguna P, Vasant K, Veeramani Maruti KN, Velmurugan A, Venkatesh K, Vignesh D, Vignesh V, Yuvarkani B, Ashik Ahmad S, Barkat Nilfar Nisha, Pavitra, Bodeshwaran T, Deepika R. Dinagaran S. Dinesh Kumar J. Gautam Pandiyarajan R. Hariharan T. Kalayarasi R. Kamesh P. Kanishkar A. Kandiga J. Karthik N. Karthik S. Kaviyarasu P. Kokilarani M. Lisha M. Magisha A. Mahalakshmi S. Mageshwari M. Manibharati M. Manisha T. Mohammad Tafiq. Murugan B. Nandini R. Pavitran K. Priyadarshini D. Priyadarshini MM. Rajashekar R. Ritika Devi R. Sanjay G. Santosh Raj S. Saranya S. Sandhya N. Shamini S. Shyam Kumar K. Sindhuja V. Sivasuriyan A. Srinath R. Surya P. Surya Prakash S. Swaminathan A. Davasi G. Vishali Prakash AP. Vasuki A. Vidyasri N. Vikram Kumar R. Vijay S. Yuvasri K. Anish A.S. Dinesh R. Ilavarasan G. Gopi G. Gopika K. Infant Campbell E. Kishoba B. Meena M. Pavina R. Prakati E. Raj Vasant S.A. Ranjit Kumar V. Rekha P. Rujan J. Siva N. Subha M. Danuja S. Varsha D. Venkateshwara D. Mr. Chancellor, I present unto you 41 candidates from the Faculty of Fisheries Engineering who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degree of Bachelor of Fisheries Engineering of this university. RTS Devaraj M. Devasenan R.M. Gokul Raj R. Gautaman M. Aishwarya K. Jayamira PM. Jennifer Laumin S. Koperundevi SN. Batmavati P. Ranjani Rahavi T. Sana K. Soumya R. Shivakrishna SP. Skidalin Rose PP. Abhinaya K. Anbarasan R. Arivukarasan M. Aisha Jasmine S. Balaji M. Balamurugan D. Deepika A.M. Elilarasu S. Geeta K. Krishnakant M. Madhavi T. Niveta S. Pradesh S. Bhuja UT. Santosh Kumar P. Sivanesan P. Sivaprakash S. Sneha P. Sudarshan R. Surendran R. Vetric Selvan S. Mr. Chancellor, I present unto you 21 candidates from the Faculty of Basic Sciences who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degree of Bachelor of Technology of this university. Abarna A. Akash M. Akash S. Anjana MP. Babita R. Deepak Shankar S. Frederick George. Janaranjini J. Krishna Rani J. Lavanya G. Niroshini S. Rahul R. Reshma K. Ritika M. Sakti Priyanka P. Salma S. Sivakumar B. Uttesh Ranjan R. Mr. Chancellor, I present unto you 22 candidates from the Faculty of Fisheries Sciences who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degree of Bachelor of Education of this University. Anvarasan C. Arivalagan G. Divavaran R. Ilanchalian M. Jamuna S. Jayakumar E. Jitendra Kumar K. Karthik K. Kirtana R. Parthi Ilamurdi V. Pavitra N. Praveen Raj P. Priyadarshini R. Sindhu S. Sivaprasad S. Shivashankari P. Tirumurugan S. Ummu Arabunisha N. Vikram R. Vinita H. Mr. Chancellor, I present unto you 48 candidates in absentia for degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Fisheries Science, Master of Technology and Bachelor of Fisheries Science who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the respective degree of this university.
Mr. Chancellor, I present unto you the list of 19 candidates who have won the medals and prizes for their academic achievements. Academic awards for the academic year 2020. Doctor of Philosophy, Prabhu E. He bagged E. Samachar Gold Medal, Victoria Sugar Felix Vice Chancellor Gold Medal, Chancellor of TNJFU Sri Banwarlal Purojit Gold Medal. Then Master of Fisheries Science, Kishore Kumar M. Bagged Chief Guest to B. Rajamohan Award for the best MFSC student in Fisheries Resource Management. Jacqueline Miro, C.Pac, Chancellor of Town Justice, Ms. Fatima B.V. Award for the best MFSC student in aquaculture. Then Bachelor of Fisheries, Ganesh Kumar T. C.Pac, Marine Field Fishery Endowment for the best student in PBSc program. Then Sandhya E. C.Pac, the R. Prabhakaran Gold Medal for the best PFSC student in quality assurance and fisheries management. Then Kamali A. C.Pac, the 2 awards. Vitas Avazing Gold Medal for the best ward of fishery work in undergraduate programs and the Jayalakshmi and Toriraj Gold Medal for the best girl student in fishery work in undergraduate programs. Then Tanga Anusuya, C.Pac, Sri VVD, the Ravindran Gold Medal for best outgoing DFSC student. Then Bachelor of Technology in Fisheries Engineering, Jennifer Lumi, C.Pac, the Salvam Gold Medal for the top ranking girl student in BTech Fisheries Engineering. Sri T. Jayakumar, Pro Chancellor of TNJFU Gold Medal for the best DFSC BTech Fisheries Engineering student and the TNJFU Gold Medal for securing university rank in BTech Fisheries Engineering. Then Master of Fisheries Science, award for the academic year 2021. Praise to M. Saju, C.Pac, 8 awards, TNJFU Gold Medal for securing university first rank in MFSC. Professor Venkasamy Prize for the best MFSC student and also received back 5 more awards. Then Josna M. She bagged 4 awards. Chancellor of Tanwas Justice Ms. Fatima B. Award for the best emergency student in aquaculture, Samacha Gold Medal, best thesis in aquaculture, then DSA Gold Medal for the best thesis in aquaculture, Victoria Sagavali Vice Chancellor Gold Medal for the best aquaculture technology award, then Manipuli Yen, she bagged Travelers Gold Medal for the best emergency thesis in aquatic environment management, and Chief Guest that is a Meta Award for the best emergency student in fisheries environment. Then Bachelor of Fisheries Science, Koneshwaran T. He bagged the TNJFU Gold Medal for securing University first rank in PFSC. And then Professor Nagapattinam Prize for the best PFSC student. And also he bagged 8 more awards. Then Kritika Devi, she bagged 3 awards. Particularly Dr. Jayalalitha Endowment Award for the best lady student in PFSC. Marimuthi Vijayalakshmi Endowment Award for the best student in PFSC program, and Samacha Gold Medal for the best girl student in PFSC program. Then Rujan Say, he bagged the Peter Jevasing Gold Medal for the best ward officer work and undergraduate programs. Nagapattinam, he bagged the Visakha Rajagopal Gold Medal for the best outgoing PFSC student in aquaculture discipline. Then academic year for the 21. Asa Jasmine Salvam Gold Medal, Jaykumar Pro-Chancellor Gold Medal, and then TNJFU Gold Medal for securing University first rank in B.Tech Fisheries Engineering.
Candidates stand and take the pledge. In thought, word and deed, ever endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of our duties in our profession, and shall uphold the dignity and integrity of our profession and the honor of our country. We shall uphold and advance social order and the well-being of our fellow citizens, and shall devote all our energy to promote the unity and integrity and the secular ideals of our country. By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the Tamil Nadu Dr. J. Jayalalitha Fisheries University, I admit you to the degrees of the faculties of Fisheries Sciences, Fisheries Engineering, and Basic Sciences for which you have been declared qualified in this university, and in token thereof you have been presented with those degrees, and I authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of your degrees. Let the candidates be seated. Anita R. Radhakrishnan, Pro-Chancellor of this university and Minister of Fisheries, Fishermen Welfare and Animal Husbandry of Tamil Nadu Government. Padma Shri Dr. S. Yappan, who is the Chief Guest and Chancellor, Central Agricultural University, Manipur. Dr. N.V.Sujathkumar, the Vice Chancellor, Tamil Nadu Dr. J. Jayalalitha Fisheries University. Thiru A. Karthik, Principal Secretary to Government, Animal Husbandry, Dairy, Fisheries and Fishermen Welfare. Dr. K. S. Palanisamy, Commissioner of Fisheries. Dr. A. Srinivasan, Registrar in Charge. Distinguished members of Board of Management and Academic Council, public representative, distinguished faculties, my dear students, dear proud parents, distinguished invitees, gracious ladies and gentlemen, Anaivarkum Vanakkam. this day is, in fact, it is your day. To the graduate, those of you who have graduated today, we are all celebrating your success, your achievement through this convocation. You have reasons to be proud of what you have achieved because you have done so with your hard work, dedication, and commitment. Your parents must be proud because in your this achievement, they also see fulfillment of their dream. It's a day of pride for your siblings, your friends, and of course, the teachers, all the faculty members of this university who have shaped you, groomed you to the stage where you have reached today. So all of them deserve congratulations for your achievement. Friends, convocation is a new beginning. New beginning in your life, new beginning in your career, in your profession. You will be starting a new life, personal life, raising your families, you'll be marrying, raising your families, and also you will be choosing a means of livelihood in various fields, preferably related to fisheries, the discipline which has given you this unique distinction. I know many of you must have worked out your future course in your life and career. Some of you would be going for and maybe further advanced studies, some of them would be going for seeking a job. I would like to remind all of you that today the world is changing fast and so is our country. What has been the way of living, what has been the way of moving forward is changing very, very fast all over the world. Some countries are moving forward at a faster pace, especially those who have adopted technologies, those who are technologically ahead. They are relatively faster than the others. The asymmetry between the developed, developing, and those who are not developed is growing fast. At this point of time, where do we find ourselves? India, as you all know, we have entered the Amrit Kal of our freedom. Amrit Kal, you all understand, it's a period of rejuvenation. The next 25 years, we have just completed 75 years a few days back. And the next 25 years, where should we be and how we should be? The country is moving forward with that vision. The vision is to be at the summit of world leadership by the time the country would be celebrating 100 years of its independence. We have made a lot of achievement in the last 75 years. We are proud of many of those achievements, but we have to go much more. And we have to go and achieve much more at a much faster pace than what we have been doing till now. And this cannot happen if we continue moving at the pace at which we have been moving so far. That is familiar pace. No. We have to move much, much faster. And how do we do that? First thing you should realize that the next quarter century, the 25 years, is your century. We will all be gone and lost, faded on the margin of time and history. It is you who would be moving forward, carrying the mantle of the country. And by the time 2047, would be somewhere in the middle of your age. And you will be one who will be taking a stock of where the country has achieved, where the country has reached. So it's your responsibility to take the country where it should, that is the summit of world leadership. How it will happen? How? As I said, the conventional way of thinking, conventional way of doing things will not work. Gone are the days of incremental changes and marginal reforms. Now the change has to be revolutionary and radical. And that change has to start from you. So far, mostly graduates have been thinking of getting a job. I think that paradigm is no longer. We have learned through our experience that that is no longer acceptable. You have to think what you can do. Each one of you, you may be here part of a large assembly, but you must realize that each one of you are unique in your own ways, and each one of you has the potential to do incredible things. You need to appreciate your own strength. You have enormous strength. Many a times I've seen many of you are not even aware of what your strength is. Think differently. Do differently. Do things, new things. When I say new things, our young men and women are doing wonderful things in this country in various sectors. We just heard the guest speaker that we have 75,000 startup today. In a couple of years, we have jumped for hardly less than 400. Now, where from we got this? Now we are almost about 80,000. It has been possible because of young men and women like you who have made it happen. And we have crossed 100 of them as a unicorn. That is, each one of this startup is worth over $1 billion, over 8,000 crore, more than 2.5 months back. In the first week of May, we crossed that figure. A lot of startup is happening in agriculture. A lot of startup is happening in space. Nobody, till the other day, we never thought that space was an area where there could be a startup in this country. But today, there are more than 100 startups even in space. Young men and women like you are building launch vehicles. Launch vehicles they are making to carry smaller payloads, making it possible for many countries and many entities across the world to make use of this competitive, affordable cost space utilization. These young men and women are signing MOUs with big companies in the world. You might have heard the name of Agnikul, Skyroot, Digantara, Dhruva Space, and so many. They are building an antenna, flat antenna, cost effective, more efficient, and the world is buying it. There are young men and women who are thinking of ways how to address a major emerging problem in a space, that is a space waste, debris in the space. How to deal with that. And some of our startups are working on that, and they have made enormous progress. Phenomenal things are happening in this country. As I said, that in agriculture, when we are doing so much of it, we must do similar revolution, we must bring similar revolution in the fisheries also. We heard the guest speaker talking about eminence, excellence and relevance. Yes, our institution is very, very eminent. We have achieved excellence. Now we have to focus also on relevance. Our responsibility is to improve the lives of our people, our fisher folks. We are located in a district where our people are way behind the others. I would love to see the day when the people of this district and around, and our fishermen of Tamil Nadu, they are so prosperous and they take pride in this university that look, thanks to this, we have achieved this. And this university takes the pride of place that we have changed the lives of so many people, so many millions. Conducting programs, outreach, explaining, creating awareness is not enough. We need to do things which should be impactful. You, as young graduates, can you think of at least half of you to do the startup? A startup in the fishery sector. Sky is the opportunity. Endless. Think of it. And there are some startups in fishery sector who are doing wonderful job, making extremely magnificent strides. Think on those lines. You are capable of doing that. And in the process, if you receive a setback, don't get disheartened. I always tell our young men and women that don't get disheartened by failures. I keep reminding them that life is not a story of continuous success. Failure is a part of it. We have all failed. I have failed multiple times. But the only difference that I can say, those who have not accepted failure, is we didn't allow failure to defeat us. It is a good learning experience. You fail, you start again. With that determination, if you move forward, the world is yours. Tomorrow is yours. Think bold. Think new. Start something new. It may look small, it will grow if it is something new. Fisheries sector has enormous potential to grow. And we know that how there is asymmetry. There are some states which are doing exceedingly well, like Andhra Pradesh, we all know. Bengal also. There is no reason why we can be behind them. Our state government has an ambition to make this state a 1 trillion economy by 2030. It is not impossible. It is not impossible because there are other states also who are moving forward with similar ambition. there is no reason why we can be left behind, because it is only a question of about just a little more than doubling of what we have. This is possible. The dream of our state to be a 1 trillion economy will be possible only each sector of our economy contributes to it. And in this, fisheries has a big role to play. We need to have far more startup, far more innovations, new industries in fishery sector, both marine as well as inland. We are at a less than optimal of our potential. We have to do a lot of catching up. And all the eyes are on you. We have pinned our hopes on you. You will be able to achieve it. Friends, if you look left and right, many things which were, I just mentioned about some sectors where we are doing wonder in startups. But many areas, targets which were incredible, which seemed unachievable, our young men and women have achieved it. So there is no reason why in fisheries we can't. There is no alternative to success, we have to. For any startup, you need 3 things. One is your willingness. Your resolve that you want to do something new. That is yours. Second is know-how. How do you do it? For know-how, how do you do it? There are ample areas from where you can get this knowledge. Niti Aayog is one such. They have a specific portal for it. And I assure you that any of you who are facing difficulty in the know-how, I volunteer my services. I will help you in finding this. I will help you in connecting with the right person who will be able to guide you. You have to have the resolve. The know-how you will have. There are there are entities who will help you. Third is capital. Today, you need basic capital to start. Today there is no dearth of sources from where you can get the capital. There are so many initiatives of the government which are available for you. All that you need is to tap in. All that you need is to be aware of it. I'm not very sure how many of you have thought on those lines. If you start thinking on those lines, the ways will start opening up to you. So, you have a resolve, you will have the know-how, and you will have access to capital. Start it. And if you fail, don't worry. Don't be afraid of failure. Move forward, you will succeed. If you don't accept failure as your destiny. As I said, our country is moving forward. We have a great destination to achieve. And in this, our state, Tamil Nadu, has a major role to play. Because our state is among the top states in the country which have achieved so much progress in many areas. Be it human development indices, we are among the top few. Be it industrialization, we are among the top few. Infrastructure, power, in all these areas. Now we have to compete against the best, and in many areas compete with ourselves. And so, you are blessed, you are fortunate. You are fortunate in many ways because one, you are a product of this prestigious university. You are fortunate because you are in a state which has got so much of supportive environment. The ingredients for success. All that is needed is a fire in your belly. You wish to do things, you decide and you will achieve. be sure about it. Friends, I wish on this very, very auspicious day of yours is a day of celebrations and a day of new beginning. I wish you the very best in your personal life, in your professional life, in your entrepreneurial life, and the new enterprises that you choose to adopt. In all those ventures, I wish you all the very best. Remember, if you set a goal which is large and higher, you will achieve it. If your goals, your dreams are small, you will be condemned to be small. You are as big as your dreams, as big as your ambition. Be ambitious in life. And then, remember Swami Vivekananda who said, having set the dream, move forward, give your best, and stop not till the goal is reached. With that determination, move forward. Tomorrow is yours. I give my best wishes to you. You have made the institution proud, you have made the state proud, you have made the country proud, you have made your parents proud. But there are a lot of things for you to do to make the country and our state and parents far more proud than what you have achieved today. All the best wishes on all your lives, your future. Thank you very much. I dissolve this convocation. National anthem.
विनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे कागे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 जय